Hello everyone and welcome back to Grim Dawn, where Dawn is grim because people named Dawn are grim because reasons. Anyway, you may notice that my character looks slightly different, and if you watched the previous episode, you probably know why that just might be. Basically, I was just pressing random buttons in the talent screen, something bad happened, and I just decided, you know what, let's just start a new character, and I'm using a very different build. This is now a soldier Nightblade build. And I'm actually having quite a lot of fun with it so far, and hopefully it'll be quite entertaining to watch, as basically I just click one button and everything just gets hacked to pieces, which is, of course, pretty cool to do. Anyway, let's just go and play some games. Anyway, where was I? Right, I was hopping around inside this cellar, because we're trying to help them clear out their water supply, because people are drinking water and they're dying. So, we're just kind of help out with that, you know? And if any cities around the world decide to hire me to clean out their water supply, I don't actually go around killing monsters. So if you have that problem, you probably need to call someone else. Like, you know, the military, monsters in the sewers, be they alligators or something else, I don't want to know. You know, these weird, strange, horrific-looking creatures, I think I'll just skip it. That sounds a bit low, so I'm actually going to change that. Let's change that just quickly. Audio. There we go. Now I can actually hear what's happening. Oh my goodness, what's going on? We are now hearing things. Wait, that sounds like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy, I promise. Anyway, so basically, like, how this build works is I'm not actually auto-attacking, I'm using this other kind of move. It just doesn't use any energy, so it doesn't require any, you know, mana, whatever they want to call it. And all I do is dual wield... Oh, I should have sold some stuff. Who cares? All I do is dual wield the fastest weapons I can possibly get. And just... I seem to get, like, all these kinds of different procs happening, and also these things, like the main ability, for example. It's like every third hit just deals an obscene amount of damage. As you'll probably see, it'll be like 70, 40, like 300. Like, that's that ability, just doing that crazy amount of damage. You know, it's like 40, 300. See what I'm saying? It's insane. The electric damage is just happening because I think I'm wearing like a chest piece that gives me electric damage or something. Which is pretty cool. It's a nice electrocuting cape. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I love this build. You see why I like it? Because you just walk up to a guy and splat! He is now all over the walls, and it's someone else's job to clean that up. You know, as long as I don't have to clean up all the blood, and the spider guts, and the spider goo, and the remains. Although, you know, the cleaners in the Grim Dawn universe should be quite thankful for me, because I go around collecting all of the money that just litters the floor. You know, I'm nice like that. You know, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of litter bugs. So while I might not scrape the spider guts off the floor, I do make sure to collect all of the money that's just lying around. People just leaving money like that, you know. I'm sure that there are, you know, that my pocket is available. So instead of throwing it away, you could just put it where it needs to be. You know? What is that? It was something sparkly and I clicked it and then nothing happened. How can this be? Stairs down. Okay, let's just keep going down. Another drop to drink. So basically I have to kill this guy. Am I still... Did I go down? I honestly have no idea. It's a lot of spiders! My goodness. What are you doing? Hit something! Don't just stand there! Don't glitch out on me, man! You're at half health. You can't just glitch out. You're surrounded by spiders. You've got to do the world a favor and squash them. Spiders are creepy. Seriously creepy. Hey, little spiders. The only problem I'm really finding is that I sometimes get a bit lacking in AoE with this build, at least like for now. We're like new one-shot everything. It's awesome. But I do have like a chance on hit to cleave. I have a chance on hit to like get a whole bunch of stamina or endurance, which is I think that thing over there. That like weird sort of this clenched symbol thing. That's like some kind of buff that can happen occasionally. Somehow, like I said, it's all proc based. I love the creature design on these things. Looks so cool. They're kind of like Yuan-Tis or something. Ding! Ding-a-ling. And I'm pretty much just gonna pump everything into like physique. I got the build somewhere. Just found it online. It looked pretty interesting. You just run around playing whack-a-mole. I like it. It's good to play whack-a-mole with supposedly strong enemies. You know, it's all good. You make them feel terrible because they get splattered all over the walls. And anyway, let's just open up the character screen. Why am I carrying around all this junk when I could be picking up way more cool stuff? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? It's silver band junk. So I guess I could put that on. I don't really need the energy though, so I'm not even gonna bother. I have nothing to spend energy on, so it's like, woohoo! I have more mana that I'm not gonna use. So that's fantastic. And quite like the rest of that, but it doesn't really deal damage that I'm looking for. I can't even equip that anyway, it seems. Because I don't have the required cunning and spirit. So let's put one in physique. And I'm just going to pump some points into cadence. This is the move that I'm pretty much running around as sort of my auto attack. That's basically like what I'm using. So maybe I'll put some more into cadence. Or I'll just put some more into the soldier tree itself, seeing as that gives me some nice stats. And of course in Nightblade, like, oh, do I still have... Oh, I've got points to put in these. Let's put them in there then. Forgot about that. I think that needs to be maxed out. I actually should check the build though, because otherwise I'm going to stray from it and I'm going to end up with something terrible again. And then, you know, like 50 episodes later, it's going to be like, hi guys, welcome to Grim Dawn. Have you noticed that my character is different today? All because I didn't check that thing that I said I should have checked, like, on episode 2. You know, it happened. And if I'm just using... Oh, I love this build. Just right-click, and you're dead. Splatter! There we go. Just goo. Just lovely goo and gore all over the walls. Though, I think that they, like, secrete stuff into the water. That's, like, the whole idea of as to why the water is bad to drink. It's because they, like, secrete some kind of, like, poison that makes the water drinkable for them in the storyline. But everyone else can't drink the water because it's deadly. So, I imagine that while clearing them up, I really shouldn't be just splattering them all over the walls. I mean, look at that. How much blood just went into the water? It doesn't matter whether they poison it or not. That water's... You're gonna die if you drink it now. So I'm really not doing the citizens a favor. I'll just have to leave before they all come down with the plague. You know? Or just get the physique to the point where it's like I'm immune to diseases, you know? Not that that makes... I don't think that physique gives you that. It might do. I don't actually know. It does give you that, though. Splat! 572! You're dead. You just got one shot. Hello and welcome to the very fast auto-attack build, where everything dies and it's awesome. Where is this guy, anyway? Quite far in here. And health potions in this game, at least so far. I imagine that they don't stay expensive, but I was buying some a little while ago, and I used up all of my money. And I have, like, 7 of them. So, yeah. Oh, hey! Corruptor. Oh my goodness, I'm dying. That's why you keep health potions, kids. Because when you're fighting giant monster, snake, sentient, humanoid things that wear some kind of animal skull, you need those health potions. You desperately do. I think I'm actually pretty fine. So 1 health pot. Yeah, all good. Let's pick up all of the cool stuff and leave the junk. Because it's junk, and we don't need it cluttering up our very limited inventory space. Splat! Boom! I love this build. It's a very simple, easy to use build because it involves click. And then you just wait while everything dies. It's fantastic. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome actually. I really like it. I don't think there's anything really left for me to do here. I have completed the quest down here. I'm just kind of splattering some people over the walls, but I think I'm done. Yep. I don't really feel like searching for enemies, you know, they need to come to me. And I will dispense my just punishment upon them by, again, splattering them all over the walls. I think it works. You know, you poison the water supply, you get splattered all over the walls. This is weird. Okay, so basically I killed like a whole bunch of soldiers earlier, and now this guy's asking how I have health after killing them, so let's go with regret. These people once lived, even though while, you know, killing them, it's like, yes, look at all that damage! The corruption created some truly monstrous mutations in some of the dead. Go out there and hunt some down and tell me of the slaughter. And I just got some scrap, and 800 iron as well as 150 EXP. Yay. I wonder if the reward changes based on what you tell them. And any luck clearing out those slith? That's like the snake people things, I think. People are starting to beg me for water. I don't know how many more times I can say it'll melt your guts before they just rush me and take it. I've taken care of it, and thus, even though the water is still technically poisoned, it's been magically purified because... science. Well done, once I pump out the remaining... Oh, never mind. You know what? Points to this guy. You know, they thought of it. They thought of what I was saying. Once I pump out the remaining poisoned water, the spring should be clean enough for drinking. Doesn't really make sense though, because like they were really deep inside the spring. But, yeah, we'll see. I'll make sure to let people here know how much help you've been. They'll be grateful if they can get a drink without dissolving their intestines. You know, I think that people would be grateful about being able to drink water without them dissolving their intestines. You know, that just seems like something that people would really appreciate. One more thing, take my rucksack, useful for holding back scrap or whatever else you come across. I'll do all of that stuff now. Okay, so I just got inventory back. Ah, it exclude. You can increase your inventory size. Look at that! How cool's that? That's actually really nice. I like that mechanic. So there it was, and now I have an expanded inventory. I wonder how big the inventory can get. I wonder how big it can get. Let's see. No. I'm just gonna sell that, I think. And of course, like, all of the stuff that you see, well... Actually, I think that these notes are just kind of random stuff. I don't really want to throw them away, because, you know, I'm a hoarder. And these different sort of, like, weird little bits can be combined, and they can also be, combined into different... Basically, you can only enchant things with one piece of that stuff, and if you combine several of the small ones into a bigger one, it improves the enchantment, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's sell a whole bunch of this junk. What's this? 36 armor, 88 health, 12. Oh, that's nice, actually. And screw that. I don't need an offhand. Don't need a hat. So... there we go. I quite like the inventory auto-sort thing, because some of us are neat freaks when it comes to the inventory. We want it all sorted out. Just like in WoW, you go and you get bagnons, you get one giant bag, and now Blizzard's got the auto-sort thing itself, so you don't even need bank stack, which is pretty cool. My scouts came back with news, making our next move clear. The dead are heavily concentrated in Blur Witch Village to the north, past the swamps of Whitemire. There must be a reason why. Perhaps the ethereal behind these attacks is there. We can't know for sure without investigating deeper. How can I help? You've proven yourself quite resourceful thus far. Your ability to secure rift gates for human use could be a turning point in our situation. With all the activity around Blur Witch, there is bound to be a rift gate. If you can capture it, it will give us a solid foothold in the area. Follow the road north through Whitemire, though in the current state of things you will likely have to leave the road well behind before you reach the village. Keep pressing north and you'll eventually reach the outskirts of Blur Witch. It's surrounded by a palisade wall, so you'll have to find a way inside. Okay. Now, it seems like I have to secure this rift gate, but at the same time, it kind of feels, because he's talking about, you know, creating like almost like a foothold, I wonder if it's going to create a new town, a new quest hub, by me sort of clearing it out. I know that you can pay like an insane amount of scrap and a whole bunch of iron or something to go to another part. Anyway. And I have some quests in the Blur Witch thing anyway. So let's go over to Whitemire. Dun dun dun! And here we are. Looking for some flesh-warped mutants. You know, just your garden variety flesh-warped mutants. Nothing much. Always feels so vulnerable with so few potions, and naturally everything's fighting each other because zombies and mutant snake creatures don't really get along. Ah, you thought you were going to hit me with that fireball? I tell you not, sir, for I am too swift, and you are too slow. Yeah, he hit me with that. It was point blank range. The lag did it. This is an offline game. Shh, don't tell anyone. Oh, okay, there's actually more people than usual. And this is one of the things about, like, games like this. You encounter too many mobs, or really strong mobs. You're like, wow, I really need to run away and find someplace more secure. So you immediately keep on running. At which point you encounter even more mobs, to which you're thinking, whoa, that's definitely too many for me to handle. I need to run. And then you see where this is going? What this leads to in life? And I think that was a cleave proc that just sent like 5 bodies flying across the, home run. My character he's baseball spec, so occasionally he just hits a home run. And just beats the crap out of anything stupid enough to stand there. Now, I do have a potion, guys, like, oh no, you're gonna kill me. Potion, see? You never stood a chance. Boom! Hello, creepy eye demon. Goodbye, creepy eye demon. Oh, I think it just kept spawning more and more of those zombies. Let's kill the creepy eye demon things. Okay, I was not quite expecting that. It was, a bigger eye demon and it glowed, so I was thinking, this is gonna take a fair old while to kill. One shot! What's in here? Oh, more zombies. Maybe there's some, like, food rations. I love the endurance mechanic, so that you don't have to use quite so many potions just to heal yourself. It's very cool. I like it. Definitely approve of the endurance mechanic in this game. It's got quite a lot of cool stuff. Splat. Haven't found any of those flesh-warped mutants, though. I mean, I'm fighting weird, crazy zombies that can fling fireballs, but apparently they're not flesh-warped mutants. By whose standard, I don't know. In fact, what's wrong with characters in games? Why don't I just go back to the town and be like, yeah, I killed 15 of them. Totally did it. And hand in my quest. Why don't I just lie? What's wrong with that? Why don't I just get all that quest experience to help me? It's for the greater good, really, in the end. And of course these aether crystals, or ether crystals, or whatever, seeing as they've got an A and an E and they're weird looking. But either way, I kind of wonder if we're going to be able to use that to get EXP, like we did at one stage. And mosquitoes! Just what the world needed. Bigger mosquitoes. Right. Because I was just saying the other day we need bigger and more mosquitoes that can also shoot ranged attacks. That's exactly what the world needs. What kind of horrible mind conceives of these things? Big mosquitoes, as if they're not terrifying enough. Or at least irritating enough. Maybe Grim Dawn takes place in the world of Jumanji, so you have to watch out for the giant killer mosquitoes that just drain all of your blood and attack you even while you're in the car. And of course, I don't use shields, so I'm not going to pick up that improvised round shield. I just hack people to death with my dual-wielding axes. Why would I use a shield? Don't be silly. And there's a rift gate over here. I don't know if this is Burwitch. No, this is like the Foggy Bank, so we are not where we need to be. I actually don't know where Burwitch is. It did give me instructions, but getting lost, if I don't do it, you guys are just going to think that I've been taken over by some kind of mind virus that's mind controlling me. It actually knows how to get from A to B. Without a map and a giant arrow pointing in the correct direction. And all kinds of very obvious clues that are even more obvious than just go straight. Which is what we were told to do. And I failed because I got distracted. There was a butterfly. Okay? I saw a oh, I'm in Whitemire again. Whitemire's big. Don't attack the guy who's got, like, just so many points invested in all kinds of things that give attack speed. Actually, I don't think I have anything invested in stuff that gives me attack speed. Just the two axes? No, axes that have very fast attack speed. Just insane. So there's lots of mobs here. I think I'm still looking for the road or something. I actually need to go and look at the quest again. But again, it's just fun to kill them. I naturally have to go for the shamans first, but I keep forgetting. Alright, there was a road. White Mire. Entrance to whatever. Some kind of road somewhere. Does this count as a road? Nope, it's just unexplored area. Ooh, there's a cave entrance. Let's go in there. Easily distracted. What's the point of a game if you don't let yourself get lost in it and hack everything dumb enough to come across your path? Pretty cool. Anything else? Hey, look, there's lots of these guys. Oh, and by the way, if you do use any kind of build like this or similar to it, one of the things you're going to notice is that when you first start off, you're going to be using probably like a two-handed weapon because you can't dual wield until you get the Riftblade thing. And you're going to be like, yeah, this build's okay. Whoa! That hurt. And then you're going to get dual wield, equip two very fast dual wield weapons, and suddenly the build's going to stop being okay and get like this. Which is just awesome. Okay. Oh, I and C. Both bring up... Why did I even hit I? What game am I thinking of where you hit I to do that? 5% movement speed, and crappy armor, and a shield that I will never ever use. I don't use shields! I will never use shields. What does this even do? Increases... No, still the same weapon damage, but it increases piercing damage and cold damage. Huh. So I guess that this build works well with cold damage or something. I don't know. Leave it to the guys with spreadsheets. I'm actually having to use quite a lot of health potions in this cave. It's not really worth it so far. These health potions are like 175 iron per pot. And I've only got like 2.7k, so I really want to try not to use them. There's gotta be something interesting in this cave, though. I mean, come on. I have been wandering through it. I deserve an epic reward. Maybe something cool, apart from just all the dead humans. Random corpses, all the bones. Maybe that's why people in this game are all so grim. I mean, they have reason to be, let's be honest. They really do. There's a little pocket of them. Those, like, blue symbols, it means, like, they're getting a buff, so it can sometimes be helpful to wait until it falls off, because it seems to have some kind of cooldown where its duration doesn't last quite as long. I'm just gonna wait for it to fall off, because they hit super hard. Oh my goodness, one-shot the guy who was doing the buff, so this build is awesome. You just gotta be patient with it until you get that dual wield bonus, and then it's fabulous. It's fabulous, man. It's fabulous. Boom. And do you have to miss when I say boom? Come on. Who does that?